Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, update, is what you would call it. This channel recently hit my next milestone, which was 200 subs. We're a little bit over that now, we're almost at 210, and, well, what a massive thank you I have to say to just about everybody. My goal at the moment for the size of my channel is to essentially hit 100, 200, 300, 400, all the way up to the 1,000 and beyond. But it cannot be understated just how important it is for me personally to have hit that next milestone of 200. I did not see that coming. It's all of a sudden. End of last year, very, very close. Had like 190, 195. Bam, we're about, at the time recording, 208, 209, something like that. And I am hugely humbled. Like, I think I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again now. Like, if people are taking time out of their day to watch the content that I am putting up, hugely humbling. Like, it's nuts that people, want to watch it. Even if they don't watch an entire video. You see a 20-minute video, maybe you watch the last 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes, whatever. But it is insane to me that I've got a slightly higher than average, or what my average used to be for people watching. Now, I've recently had those reactions to like Metroid Prime Remastered that blew up. It's like 2,000 views, roughly, something along those lines. I don't think I get it in comparison to other channels. Like, these things are probably quite tiny, but to me personally, this is a huge milestone, and I'm incredibly humbled by it. Incredibly just like happy, because I do what I do for myself. Like, I'm not going to lie about that. I make the content that I want to make. I don't really care if people like it, really. But what I have noticed, especially since the Advance Wars video that blew up a couple of years ago, I see regular people in my comments now. I see, a higher viewership. People seem interested in the videos I put out. They don't seem particularly time sensitive. Whether that's games on the Switch, a lot of Switch stuff. I think me doing a lot of the Switch stuff has really helped, and that's incredibly cool. People seem massively interested in the Switch stuff. But I've enjoyed doing everything else as well, the music side of things. But the one thing I have really noticed is there's a lot more people posting comments, whether they be good or bad, but like more people seem to be wanting to talk. And the one thing that I feel massively humbled about is that I recently put up a video on Hollow Knight thinking I was going to get a lot of backlash, and in fact I had some really good discussions with people in the comments, people that were being reasonable. And that's the kind of sort of thing that I want to harbour, as I want to be able to have good discussions with people. I'm glad people feel that way. Like, I don't feel like I get that many trolls at the moment, and that's probably because I'm a tiny, tiny fry in a massive, massive pond. But yeah, I just feel incredibly happy and so excited that, this is something that I've been wanting to do my entire life, really. It's just make content. Like, I'm not doing anything special. Realistically, I'm just making things that I want to make. I talk about games I want to talk about. The music side of things I love. You can probably see that in my videos like that. Just incredibly happy to sit here and discuss. Like, this YouTube channel is my way of taking the information in my head and getting it out. I'm crap at writing. I've tried writing scripts. I've tried doing written work and stuff, and I'm just awful at it. But this is my outlet, and it lets me do it. And if people enjoy that, fantastic. Again, I'm doing it for myself, but I am so impressed and just grateful every time I look at the stats when, for me, when a video hits 50 views and like those 50 views come within the first couple of days, I'm like, awesome, that video's a success. That, if you want to know how I judge a video, 50 views is a success for me. That's how it will be, because I'm so used to my videos having no more than about 13, 14 views, because some of the videos I make just aren't that interesting. I think to some people they're not that super popular, they're not in the moment. But that doesn't matter. Like, I enjoy making all of it anyway. Doing a lot of Switch port stuff is always a fun one to do. Looking back through my videos and looking what actually has the views is really interesting to me. And I just want to give a couple of shout outs to absolutely everybody that watches. If you spend even a minute of your day watching my content, then I am super grateful for that. And it's kind of nuts that people want to spend their time watching the content I make. whatever capacity. Thank you if you subscribe. Thank you if you like the videos, any of that sort of stuff, because it supports and shows that what I'm doing people are interested in, even if it is on a small scale. I would say feedback is also always welcome. Don't constructive criticism isn't a bad thing. If you feel like I could, there are some things that you think I could be doing better, or maybe I make mistakes in some of my videos, if you could be polite about it, like, there's no reason why I won't take on feedback. Just understand that I have my own style and I do things my own way, but I'm always looking to improve. And then, like, just some shout outs to the people that really have helped, really, like obviously Mark and Dave, Fruity and Hybrid Toy. Yeah, they haven't been on the channel nearly as much in recent years, and that sucks, because at the end of the day, I still consider it just as much their channel, even though I kind of run with it and do my own stuff now. Retro Reminisce is what started this channel. It's that discussion side of things that is what made this fun in the first place. I do Opinion Machine on my own because it's like a lot of opinions I have and things I want to think about and talk about. But Retro Reminisce is still, our thing, and I would love to sit down and do more, but time is just a bit of a bitch. I can confirm, though, we are working on a new one, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I still haven't uploaded Pong. Pong is the next episode, Pong the Next Adventure, which was on PlayStation. I will get to it. But, in the time being, all the content that I've been putting out is just stuff that I want to make and enjoy, and I want to do more video game remixes. I want to do more music side. I want to upload more Smash stuff. Like, there just isn't enough time in the day. I would need to I need furlough, basically, like it was during the pandemic, where I have all that time. But it is what it is. I try to just put out 2 videos a week now. Consistently try to do that. I'm not going to force myself to, but But yeah, going back to my point. Obviously, Mark and Dave, massive, they are a huge part of this channel. They always will be. This channel would not be where they are. On top of that, you haven't seen me do much with Don Hayes on here recently either. I think the last thing you would have seen is the sort of discussion we had about his top 100 tracks. Obviously, massive, thank you to him as well, because he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing, and we've helped each other out a lot along the ways, whether it be technical things or discussing and trying to work with each other and all that sort of stuff, because he's the effort he puts into his videos is beyond the crazy. I don't think anybody puts more time into their videos than he does when it comes to how much of a workhorse he is, and it's he's just been a massive help over the years, and it's been really good. I'm massively support. I'll have to put his link to his channels down below. Massively supporting him, and just really grateful for all the shit that he had to deal with as well. Like last year, whenever it was, with his channel being kind of hijacked and stuff. But that man is a workhorse. He puts out so much content. He tries to stay up to date with stuff. But he's obviously been massively. We did the podcast for a while together. We've done a ton of gameplay stuff. We're going to continue to do gameplay things. Just a heads up, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out this year. You can expect at least me and him to do that. We've got other things planned, and so, we're going to continue to support each other. On top of that, somebody you might not have seen on this channel at all is Egregious, or Greg. Even though he doesn't do as much stuff at the moment. He's a busy man. He's doing his life, and me and Greg haven't always seen eye to eye, but I still respect him as a content creator. I think Greg has actually, from the discussions that me and him have had, has actually make me go away and think about videos and stuff. And we don't see eye to eye a lot of the time. I think he thinks I'm a bit nuts with some of my opinions and things like that, but that's okay. I can still respect him as a content creator, and because of our difference in opinion and because of our passion for gaming and things like that, it does help. It helps to have 2 people that can sometimes be a bit like loggerheads, but I think it's been nothing, there's no animosity there or anything. It's just I think that has helped push me when it comes to certain things, to try and express myself better, to think about my opinions better, stuff like that. And I hope that he gets back to making more content, because one thing Greg is very good at doing is articulating points and making interesting videos. I don't agree with some of the stuff that he necessarily puts up, but I always find it interesting, and that's what really matters. So while you may not have seen Greg much on this channel, like massive thank you to him, over the years, and just talking to him about stuff and what he does, and I hope that this year we see more of what he does as well. Probably have to shout out my brother as well. Like you've probably never even seen him on here. In fact, I shout out both my brothers. So I got two brothers. One of them religiously watches my content, or watches a lot of my content, which is massively great. And then my older brother as well. So they're both older, but Mr. Zabami. He just a lot more in the recent years, just like playing a lot of games and stuff, and I think he thinks I talk a lot of shit, and I'm okay with that. But it's nice to know that people are kind of supportive of what I've been doing. So a big shout out to both of them for slightly different reasons, but they are supportive of the channel, and like it's really, even if Zabami doesn't watch my content, which fair enough, like I don't really make content that you would watch, it's kind of cool to see that both of them have been supportive, like from day one, or at least know about it and subscribed and stuff like that, try to help me out. So everybody, I'm probably missing people, but everybody that I've mentioned here, just like massive thank you to them for the channel getting to where it's been, and hopefully continue to grow and hit the next milestone, which is 300. I am just incredibly grateful, and I think that cannot be understated. Like I was 28 when I decided that this is what I wanted to do, and yeah, it's just madness that I have any videos that people enjoy, any videos that people still want to watch, and yeah, I'm just incredibly grateful. And honestly, going forward, like I said, my next milestone's 300. I'll probably do a video then, and if it suddenly gets to a point where I have a massive push and I'm like 300, 400, 500, which I'm not saying that's gonna happen, because like let's not count my chickens, but if it suddenly gets to that, that's gonna be overwhelming, kind of crazy. But I always feel that there's a long enough time between my 100 subs, my 200 subs, maybe over a year and a bit, to this video, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep, spending this amount of time, however long this video is, thanking everybody that watches, subscribes, likes, listens. Obviously the people I've mentioned that have supported me outside of just the videos and stuff, and obviously, like I said, Mark and Dave for being, just as much like the founders of this channel, just as much. And yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to continuing making content. Like I've got so many ideas, I've got so much stuff I want to do. I want to better myself and spend more time thinking about stuff. I'm not going to run myself into the ground doing this. If I ever feel like I just need a week off, I'll do it. I want to try and balance my life with it and everything as well, and I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to do things at my own pace. I'm not going to worry about trends. It does suck that reaction videos seem to be like the ones people want to watch. It's frustrating because they're very low effort, but it is what it is. I'm incredibly grateful. And just before I go and start thinking about the next video, I just want to one last time just thank you for everybody that watches, and I hope to work with more people in the future. I hope to be able to broaden my audience and hopefully help other people's audiences. There's probably YouTubers out there I would love to spend, do more collabs and stuff and have like discussions. I'd love to start up a new podcast. That's something that's me, like a monthly podcast or something like that. Like that's something I really want to do. I have to reach out to people, see who's about and stuff, because I just want to get back to having discussions. Discussions is where it's at. I love that stuff. So yeah, thank you very much to absolutely everybody, and hope you have a great day, great evening, whatever it is you're doing, and look forward to regular content. Probably next week at this point, while I get stuff planned for then. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next video.